What's going on, Florida? It is August 23rd. It's a Friday. It's hot. I'm gonna do a little update real quick because it's been a while since I've done that, and I need to trim up one of the hedges that I started 2 years ago because I cut it once and now it needs to be cut again. I'm gonna let you see everything. So here we go. Real quick, before we get started, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And it's free. No further ado, let's go. So I'm starting in the front of the house this time. This is my coconut tree that I started. This is a little palm that I got from a friend of mine. This is an apple tree that I started from seed. I started it from a green apple seed, but there's no telling what it'll give. It might not even ever fruit because we are in Florida and it does not always get cold here. So we'll just see what happens. We have a few apple trees. I got this one, this one, this one, and that one. So there's 4. We also have 4 Annona apples. They're not actual apples at all, but they are often called an apple of some sort. They're in the Annona family. This one here is a custard apple. This one is a sugar apple. A soursop. This one here is a pond apple. These are sumacs. I have a few of these all throughout the same section. These sumacs give these little, right now they're flowering. See, these are the sumac flowers. And after the flowers, they become berries. Sumac berries were used by Native Americans to make a drink similar to lemonade. They let them soak in water and then take the berries out and mix the water with honey and drink it on hot days like this. This here is cranberry hibiscus. It's growing around the base of ice cream bean tree. Here. This is my Jamaican cherry tree, also known as a Florida strawberry tree. The flowers are very similar to strawberry flowers. The bees love them. Usually there's tons of bees all over this tree. It's probably really hot, so maybe that's why they're not out right now. But there's still lots of fruit on here. I pick like a handful of fruit every day. There's one of them. They're not very big, but they're very yummy. They taste like Captain Crunch or like Fruit Loops. It tastes like a fruity cereal. They're real good though. Sounds those. Some more cranberry hibiscus, some aloe, some pineapple, some basil. We have some yucca, some oregano. There's some citrus in there that's not doing too good. This is a finger lime citrus. Hopefully these yuccas will give it some shade and it'll do better this year. This is a spinach tree. There's a lot of stuff in this little section here. This is wild grapes. There's a monstera in there. This is a Dixie Rose hibiscus. It's a wild hibiscus. It's pretty awesome. Collected seeds and started growing them over here. Some sumac. More wild grape. It's growing up an old ficus. Sumac. There's some agave. There. A little decorative elephant ear growing next to it. There's also some elder growing in here. Some oregano. There is asparagus right here. Started that from seed like a year and change, almost 2 years ago. Mango tree, some oregano grown on the bottom. This is some variegated oregano. Another mango tree. This is an olive tree. Get some oregano growing around it. These are leaf of life. Very medicinal. Banana tree. Some pineapple. This is a mulberry that I started from the clipping. Some cranberry hibiscus. Some tarragon. I love tarragon. It's freaking delicious. It's just like black licorice. Not everybody likes black licorice. I was one of those weird kids. I like black licorice and chicken livers, beef livers, like all the stuff nobody else likes. All right, basil. These are red basils. Some little cranberry hibiscus starting out. Some more leaf of life. These are all white sweet potato leaves, these heart-shaped leaves. Over here we have galangal ginger. And then they have its big cousin right here, giant pink shell ginger. Now the galangal doesn't have any flowers on it right now, but if it did, I could show you how you could see that they're definitely related. The flowers look almost identical, but these get much, much larger. And these are always flowering, the giant ones, which is cool. The flowers have a little subtle smell to them, but it really smells the best when you trim them, actually. Like, let's see if I could get a wide view here. This pathway gets really blocked up with all the approaching ginger. And so I'll come by and I'll trim it up with the hedger, and it smells great. It smells really good. These are green onions, white sweet potato, yucca. This is walking stick kale. I'm doing so good. It's so hot. This is some more red basil or purple basil. Some yucca. This is a breadfruit tree. In Puerto Rico, we call it tana. More yucca. Some variegated ginger. Got some basil down there. And it was planted with this vine right here. It's a gourd of some sort. It's either a loofah gourd or a birdhouse gourd. We'll figure that out once it starts growing some. This is my Florida strangler tree. I trimmed it up recently. It likes having branches touching the ground. I actually was encouraging that for a while because I like being able to get to the fruits before the birds. But now that I have so much growing under it, I'm gonna let it grow up more as a shade. But I still want to keep it pretty low so I can get to the fruits. But I got some pots growing down here. We got regular ginger down here. 2-leaf nightshade. That's elder. This is tamarind in that pot down there. It's tamarind. This is a loquat. And that's what these guys are over here. They're little loquats. This is more galangal ginger. Nice, good close up of the flowers on this. Really nice. And I've got this is a very small passion fruit vine. It's a passion fruit vine that grows small fruits. Is what I'm meaning to say. It's a wild type. And it is the host plant for a lot of butterflies, so I like keeping it around. The Passion fruits are edible, but they're really small. They don't have a lot of flavor to them. They're mostly just very purple, but it's cool. These are canna. Down here is something related to turmeric, but it's not really edible. That's nice flowers. There's one of the butterflies there. This is a pepper. I have two different peppers growing here. There's sweet snacking bells and jalapeno. 3 plants, but 2 different types. These are more monstera. And these guys have been flowering recently. So when the flower opens up, it looks like that. And then this shell part behind the pistil falls off, and the pistil itself starts developing into fruits. Not a lot of people know that. A lot of people grow these as ornamental or house plants, not realizing that it has a delicious fruit that actually runs you a pretty penny. If you try to buy one online, it's anywhere between $75 to $150 to get it shipped to you. So yeah, if you're growing this, keep an eye out for the fruit and do some research, because you have to know how to eat it. It has to be right, but it's supposed to be extremely delicious and worth the while. So check it out. More white sweet potato. I use this as ground cover over here from my tree right here full of guava. I was trying to find one for you. Guava tree. There's a bunch on there. It's just hard to pick them out amongst the green leaves. So we have some more banana. This is a coffee, Arabic coffee. I'm planning on putting some wild short-leafed coffee around it. So maybe I'll get like a crossbreed, or maybe it'll just encourage it to grow better. We have princess grapevines. That's what this is. Some Circe growing up in it. Got some sugar cane over here. There's the Aki tree. Some more yucca. I like to grow yucca as a shade tree, especially since you grow yucca for about a year, which gives other plants ample amount of time to grow under shade. And then you harvest the yucca, and the plants that you're trying to shade, like this psychic nut tree, will just take off after I remove all the yucca. And there's also some figs, and these figs, once they're a little bigger, they're gonna like more full sun too. So it should all work out. And I'll probably end up moving some stuff around. I don't want everything right here. It's just where I started it. But they have gone past the pots and tapped their roots into the ground, so it'll be a little tricky digging them up, but not impossible. This is a very rare Solanaceae plant. It's a Brazilian sunberry. Even though it's tiny, it's 3 years old, which is the same age as the one that I'll show you a little later. That's over 6 feet tall. I've actually trimmed it a few times. Yucca growing with this. I use this a lot as a shade tree too. It's a white lead tree. The legumes that these produce are edible. Either when they're green, you could eat them raw, or if they're dry, you could rehydrate them and boil them. But they're most Mostly used as a coffee substitute when they're dry. This is banana tree. Lots of bananas. Oh, too bad this isn't smell-o-vision because the male papaya has started coming back and it's got flowers all over and they smell so good. They smell so good and such a strong, perfumey smell. It's nice. So I got some more yucca and some Mexican sunflower growing all in here. I might move over some white sweet potato into this section. But the yucca take between 6 months to a year, depending on the variety and the weather factors. And white sweet potato, you could get the potatoes after 3 months, so they take about 3 months. You could let them go longer, but 3 months is all you need. There's some more Monstera deliciosa growing around the bottom of this oak. And some more of that turmeric relative. Banana. Got another mulberry. Trying to trick it into fruiting. I keep on trimming it and it'll just produce new branches instead of fruit. Spinach all the way up here. More longevity spinach. Some bananas. All this back here is toilet paper plant. We're growing it all around the back patio, almost like a little privacy hedge. It also smells really good. If you've never seen or smelt toilet paper plant, it's also called a blue spur because of the flowers. They call the flowers blue spur flowers. Flowers look like little purple ballerina slippers. Pretty cool. Some rosemary right here. Some more white sweet potato. This is a white guava growing in there that I started from seed. Another papaya. A whole bunch of elder. This is a whole hedge of elder right here. Stops right here. Some more bananas. Take you back here. This is cocoa plums that I started from seed. It's a Florida native, so they grow real easy, really good here in Florida. I'd imagine they would grow in like Texas and Southern California just fine too. Yeah, this is a wild hibiscus that gives tiny little flowers that usually not even noticed, but they're pretty cool. It's actually edible if you needed to eat it. Never tried it. This is the much larger Brazilian sunberry. That's also 3 years old, but doing incredibly well over here in this corner. It's been flowering ever since the first year. And still has not produced any fruit. I know this is a pretty rare plant, but if anybody out there is growing this and has any tips for pollinating it, or maybe I need another plant closer to it to cross-pollinate, I'm not sure what's going on. But if somebody has some tips for this Brazilian sunberry, please let me know. So here we go with some more stuff over here. This is a yam, an actual yam, not a sweet potato, but a yam that I bought from Bravo and just cut the top off and started growing it that way. There's a passion fruit growing up this. It's not so happy. I think it needs more sun. Now back here we have actual turmeric. not just relatives of turmeric, but we have turmeric growing in here. And this is a pokeweed. I don't know if you can see the stem. That red stem is the pokeweed, and it's hard to focus on the leaves, but this is the leaves and the little berry sets right here. These are more berries starting to develop. So that's it. What are we missing? We got everything? Oh, how about my loquat that I started from seed over here? I started this one 3 years ago. Put it in the ground 2 years ago. It's doing pretty good. Actually, I put it in the ground last year, both of these. We got some beauty berries. These are edible, but the thing I like most about it is the leaves make a really good mosquito repellent. So I want to also grow that as a privacy hedge around the back porch. That should help mosquitoes. And we're almost done here with the tour. So I'm gonna take you to the side over where the elders were, show you what we went over. These are some Mexican sunflowers in bloom. Here goes some elderberries with some berries starting to ripen. Some more yucca. And now I'm going to show you the hedge that I need to trim. And maybe I'll do a little after video. So I had started this 3 years ago from clippings of other plants. It's a mixture of spinach tree and elderberry all the way through here. I'm gonna have to cut it, try to get it all the same level, make it the height of my fence, and let it grow. I need to trim these up, and that's what they look like. They're pretty awesome. They grow really fast, and it's edible. So what's not to love about it? You use it as landscaping, and it's multi-purpose, multifunctional. All right, so if you like the video and you want to see more like these, please subscribe. And there's over 156 videos that I've got, so check it out.